Lesson 6.2 is called Timeline of Social Media, and the packet for you is on the table in the middle of the room. So whether you're in Computer 7 or Computer 8, go ahead and click on the folder that you're supposed to for your class, and then you can go up to New, More, Google Drawings. Okay? We'll title it 6.2 and we'll hit enter. So we're going to change the background to light blue too. So remember, we got to right click on it, background. So here's cyan, here's cornflower blue, here's blue, so we want light blue too. There it is. Alright, so we're going to insert a vertical arrow and change the fill color to cornflower blue. So we want to go up to shape and arrows. So here's a vertical one, an up arrow. So I'm going to start here and draw it right about to there. And we got to do then the fill color to cornflower blue. So right here, okay? Step 4 says to rotate an object. So you see this little circle up here? If you click on it, you see how there's a degrees number, 51.1. We want 90 degrees, exactly. There's 90, okay? So, that's how you do step 4. Step 5, to resize it. So we want it to be right in the middle of the screen. So once again, you see how we got that red cross there? That's the middle. We got it in the middle. Now we're going to go each to these ends. We're going to drag it right to the edge of the paper. Okay? Drag it right out to the edge of the paper. Alright, so we got a nice big arrow there, you see, okay? Alright. Now, we need to insert word art. So we'll go to Insert, Word Art, and we're going to do Timeline of Social Media. Notice that I have a capital T, a capital S, and a capital M. You have to do that or you're going to lose points. Then we hit the Enter button, okay? Notice how it sits right in the middle on the arrow, okay? So what we're going to do then, now that we have it, we want to change the fill color to black. So we'll go to Fill and Black, and we're going to drag it, keep it in the middle, but we're going to go up top right about there. Timeline of Social Media. There. Okay, step 8, insert a rectangle. So we need to go to Shape, and Shapes, and we want a rectangle. And we're going to draw one just like this, about that big. Okay, so it says insert a rectangle, change the fill color to white. So fill color, white. Alright, and we're going to position it about right here or so on the screen, right about there. Alright, now we need to make, actually no, step number 9, it's called ordering an object. Okay. So what we do is we go to Arrange and Order, and it says Send Backward or Send to Back. We want Send to Back. Now notice how the object is still down here in the blue, but the blue is out front. The object is still here, but the blue is out front, okay? Step number 10 says copy and paste the rectangle until you have 6 of them on your drawing canvas. So we click on it and we do copy, we right click again and we do paste. We can just right click and do paste, there's 3 of them. Right click, paste, 4 of them. Paste, 5. There's 6 of them, just like they wanted. Okay? Now step number 11, if you look in the packet, shows you about where they want them on the line. So I'm going to put them so they're even and in line. And see how the red line is up here? It's even and in line, okay? So here's where the other one goes. See how all 3 of those are going to be lined up? Now we're going to do the bottom 3. There's one over here. I got a red line right there. There's one right here. Notice how I got it right in the middle and I have it lined up with the bottom one on the right. And then I'll bring this one right here. Okay, that's about how it's supposed to look. Now you see how this one is selected? I'm going to hold down the control key on my keyboard and I'm going to click on this one and this one and this one and this one. Click on them all. So then I can go here and do arrange, order, send to back. You see how they're all sent to the back now? That's how this should look. Alright. Now, they're not perfectly spaced out, and I'm going to need a little bit of room, so I'm going to go here. This one's pretty far down on the end. That's the way I want it. I'm going to move this one down a little bit more, right to here. I'm going to take this one and move it down a little bit more, right to about here. And that way I can put this one down a little more, and this one as well. I just want kind of some even space in between them all. Maybe I'll move this one some too. But I want it to look even because I'm going to need to for these text boxes that are next. Step 12. I'm going to go up here to text box and I'm going to go right in the middle here and I'm going to draw one about yay big or so. And I'm going to put 2004. Now it wants me to change the font size to 24, so I'm going to do that. Okay. And the font color to white. So that's text color white. Alright, so I got it at white here. Now, you see how it's a little bit off here, so I'm going to make this a little bit bigger. And I have it in the center here, so I'm going to go up and align this and center it, okay? Now I need to make 5 more of these, so I'm going to go right up on the border here. I'm going to right click and do copy, and then I'm going to right click and do paste. And I'm going to take this second one that I just made and I'm going to move it right down here so it's centered right on this one. Then I'm going to right click again and paste. I'm going to take this next one I made, go right here, same thing. Then I'm going to right click again and paste. Whoops, so I made a mistake, so I'm going to go to undo. Okay, I need to have it right on the border when I right click and paste. And it looks like it's screwed up again, so something must be wrong. So I'm going to take this one and move it down here. And see how both of them move? So something's wrong there, so I'm going to undo a few times. Okay. And now I'm going to go back and click on this one again. And I'm going to try to copy and paste this, because something must be wrong with that other one. Okay. Now I'm going to paste again. Here's another one. Alright. Then I'm going to paste again one more time. So, I got these all lined up with their white stripes here. But part of the problem is they're not all lined up perfectly. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to set this first one right down the middle, and then I'm going to get this one set so it's right down the middle. And you see how these red lines are coming into play here? And it takes a little bit of time, and it's going to frustrate you a little bit. So just be patient with it, work them out so they get all centered nicely, alright? There. Now you see how they're all lined up? They're fairly good right there, okay? So here's the deal. The first one's 2004. This one we're going to click on. It's 2005. This one needs to be 2006. This one, 2007. Whoops, I'm sorry, 2010. This one is 2011. And this one is 2012. We're making ourselves a timeline, okay? Now, step 14, we're going to insert an image. To insert an image of Facebook, do the following. Okay, so we're going to click somewhere else. We're going to click here right in this blank area. Alright, we're going to click the image icon. So this is the image icon right there. We're going to click, and we're going to do search the web. Alright, we're going to type in Facebook. Pops right up for us. Pick any picture you want. I'm going to pick this one. Okay? And then there's an insert right down here. Alright? So, you can see how that picture is pretty big right there. Okay, so Facebook was the first. I'm going to regroup it. I'm going to go to the side here, and I'm going to make it smaller to about right there. And then I put it right about there. See how it's in the middle? Okay, there's Facebook. Alright, after we do Facebook, let's see here. I'm going to go right to the back page because it shows me all of them. So we need to add YouTube, Twitter, the Instagram, Snapchat, and Vine. So add all those pictures. Pause. I'm going to pause the video and do that. So go ahead and add those pictures just like the back page of your packet shows. And then when you're done, start the video again. Okay, if you restarted the video, you'll notice that I have Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, ChatSnap, and Vine here, okay? Now notice when I put these pictures in, they're all pretty much the same size. They're not perfect, but they're the same size. And Vine's a little smaller, so I'm going to make it bigger here. And then I got to recenter it. You see how all these pictures are centered neatly on here? Okay? They're all lined up nice, and they're lined up with each other. Takes a little bit of time, okay, but you make it look nice, alright? Don't make it look like junk, okay? It's hard to do. It takes time, okay? So now I got it all put together here, alright? So now I'm going to go back in my packet to step number 17. It's called grouping objects, okay? So I need to click here. And you see how I'm going to highlight all the way up just below timeline of social media. So you see how everything is selected here? Everything. Now, I'm going to even click the control key and I'm going to click and make sure the arrow gets selected as well as these are all selected. So everything is selected here. And I'm going to go up to arrange, okay, and group. Now what I'm doing is when I click on this and move it, let's see here. When I click on this to move it, and I move it all, okay, so one thing didn't move. One thing wasn't selected. So I'm going to undo, okay? I'm going to hold my control key, and I'm going to click on this and try to get it selected here. Get all these things selected, alright? I'm just going to click on this stuff, okay? I want to make sure they're all selected so I can arrange and group them. Alright, so I'm going to click on it and move it. There, they all moved at once, okay? So they're all grouped together. Alright, now, with it still selected, I'm going to go to the Arrange menu, Center on Page horizontally, and Arrange and Center on Page vertically. Okay, you see how it's perfectly in the middle there? That was step 20. Alright, that's it. Go ahead and turn this in. Good luck.